Hello and welcome to another episode of Nerd's Eye View. It's been a hot minute and we're excited to get back. Today we are drinking some proper 12 and we're going to be discussing some Dungeons and Dragons, the campaign that we've recently started. And we're also probably going to talk about some nerdy stuff, Warzone, we'll see. But for now, I'm going to take it over to Nick. What do you think? Proper 12.
It's pretty damn tasty, man. It's very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot. I was skeptical, you know. I thought since this was going to be, what's his name?
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor is like, oh, I want to fight.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really smooth. It's nice.
That's
I
good.
like it a lot.
Yeah.
I can see why they sold a bunch of this stuff.
I know.
How expensive was it?
$25.
For that bottle? For
Yeah.
what?
I bought both. They're both the same.
25 each?
Yes. I mean, a bottle
Not
of
bad.
Jameson's like $28, so.
Yeah, not bad. No, so it's not unreasonable in any way. It's really nice.
Mm-mm.
I like it.
Yeah. It's
Imported from Jersey.
good. I'll judge it a little more whenever I have a non-iced cup of it. And
Non-ice. Yeah, we should have started out lukewarm. You know, just.
I was just
regular,
trying to get us started.
Straight.
Anyway,
It's nice. But I like it. How you doing?
good.
We haven't done one of these in a while, man.
Yeah. I know.
I haven't really eaten much today, so I'm gonna get tore up pretty quick on this. I'm pretty excited.
I have eaten nothing. So,
Nothing?
Yeah, I should too.
Oh, I had some bacon.
Oh yeah, I heard.
It was delicious.
You know, you're on that partnered paleo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, no, keto.
Oh,
paleo.
Oh,
So the wife's doing full keto,
mm-hmm.
and I'm doing a hybrid keto. So I'm doing it with her when I'm with her. And then say like the weekends I'm just gonna do whatever I want. But
And
yeah, I've already lost
now-
10 pounds and I'm just kind of half-assing it. So
And now you're eating pizza
Are we
because
having
she's
pizza?
in there.
Are we having pizza today?
Yeah,
Are they ordering it?
I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, that's fine. I'm good with pizza. It's been good.
So D&D. I wanted to ask what your first thoughts were
Well,
on
since
just how it's going.
this is my first kind of real game. We did a trial one a while ago. We watched the video. I completely forgot about that. When we were watching the video, I was like, man, I don't remember any of this.
Mm-hmm.
But this has been really fun. I was really excited about it. We got the build up. I like playing with the group we got. You know, I like just playing games with my friends that I know.
Yeah.
So when we set it up, I built the character I wanted to. I really like him so far. I made a mediator. I know you guys work with me to help create the type of character I wanted since they didn't really have it in the game to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going the way I want it to, and I'm pretty excited. I want to keep playing more, but we're only doing once a week, and that's okay.
Once a week's a lot of work for me.
For you,
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. It's not bad, and luckily I've done this one time before,
Okay.
so I kind of knew most of the story anyway. But yeah, even now it's still like y'all do different things. Like the last time, I can kind of tell you now since you've already gone to Fandolin and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The last time that I played this, whenever we went to the place, I can't remember the shop, but they sold healing potions.
Mhm.
Remember, there are 50 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of paying the money, they just killed the shopkeeper and then stole all their
That's
stuff.
the one who has my gun parts, right? Then she got the 50 gold
I
pieces.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crossed my mind because I'm kind of an evil. I'm not an evil character. I'm just a bad attitude. Like,
Well, like I don't let you guys get away with everything that you do, and that group in particular, whenever they did it, I had it to where like a town's guard guy came in and started accusing them after it happened while they're like looting the store.
because they're all there.
Yeah.
Still there, caught.
And y'all know how your roles are sometimes. So I had the town guard come in there. They start telling this story about how like a Red Brand guy came in and mugged them, and they tried to stop him, and they rolled really well. And I was like,
And they got out of
okay. Yeah.
Well, see, I would go.
Yeah.
I would, if I want to do that, I'd first go for the stealing first. I would try that before I just go to killing them, because, you never know if you're gonna need them later on. I mean,
That's a big repercussion once you start just killing folks.
yeah, right. It's in the town. We're killing enough goblins and stuff to go fight. You don't want to kill the townspeople that you're trying to make money off of and help and progress the story. Now, when we haven't made over to the Red Brand group, which I'm sure we're going to be engaging there, so that's where we're heading next when we stop. You're like, this is a good place to stop. I'm like, oh yeah, combat's coming finally. But before we did that, I want to go back. I didn't want to forget. I want to buy those gun parts. Just what else am I going to spend my money on, right? I mean, I've got everything else I need, so I do want to do that for you.
What do you think of your character so far?
I like mine a lot. Jax is interesting. I like how he tried to make this other character from an old game we know. His name was Orlando, and TG Sid is what they call him, Thunder God. So he's just kind of like a holy swordsman where he was a knight, but then he had powers for calling down lightning strikes and stuff like that. So it was a powerful knight character, and we were trying to build that, and he got pretty close to what he did. Although when we were looking through his D&D books on his website or whatever he has, he found some other type of cleric class that you didn't have in this game. So he went with the Tempest, I think, was the closest one, but there was a completely another one that was created. It was created by some guy, so it was a personal creation one or whatever they want to call it. And I don't remember the name of it, but it was like straight on the exact kind of character he wanted to make, and it wasn't in there, so he kind of made what he could. And it's pretty good. I mean, he's got some dodge moves. He did get one-shotted. The Bugbear came back and out of nowhere and just critical rolled and put him right to the ground. I was like, oh.
The Bugbear's badass. He was tough as hell getting into that cave and stuff.
Yeah.
But whenever they came out and the ambush thing happened, I knew it would be tougher on him, but his AC is really high, so it's tough to hit him anyway.
Jack's character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like 18 or something.
Well, mine was too, until you took my shield from me.
Well, because it didn't make sense.
It's a one-handed gun. I got a pistol. I got a gun.
You have a gun.
Yeah.
You have one of these.
That's what I want to make was a mithril gun. It's a pistol. That's what the mediator is. It's a one-handed gun.
Oh.
That's why we didn't do the long-range version. I was like, it's supposed to be a one-handed gun.
Well, I did the long-range version.
Oh.
It took me a minute because I had to make that one custom.
Well, that I know.
Yeah.
But I thought you gave me like the stats from a crossbow. Wasn't that what you did?
I did, but they're technically still the stats of like
a long range.
A long range weapon.
Well, that's fine because you said if I go up and pull my short sword out, then I can put my shield back on.
Yeah.
So I'll just remember that whenever I'm going in to do a melee attack, I'll just have to re-equip it because he showed me how to equip it. So I'll just do that, and that's fine.
What about like your character's background, like origin? Have you thought about that at all? Have you kind of like dived into it?
Well, I mean, probably not as much as I should have. Obviously, I mean, I'll probably do that more in the next time we play him. This run through, I really wanted to get used to the game, how to play the game, basically. But my background is, I'm a wandering outlander. Outlander! So I'm a little halfling. I wander around, I'm a hunter. Yeah, I'm a hunter, right? The hunter rogues.
You're like a ranger.
Ranger, that's
bard.
right.
Yeah.
Hunter and a ranger, that's the same thing. Depends what kind of game you play.
Yeah.
So yeah, just being out in the wild, I like that. And then again, I have these charm moves now from being a half bard, so now I'm a full mediator. So the background's okay, kind of evil, self-rule. I think the strong should rule. I don't take any crap, just kind of. I think I can handle that type of character.
Oh yeah.
And those were all rolled, and they all just came through. I was like, hey, I like them.
They did, yeah. I remember
a lot of
rolling.
similarities to how I really feel, anyways. So.
Yeah, I like to give that choice of either you can roll it, and if you like it, you can keep it. But if you don't, then you can read through the things.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I love those tables because it does help with making your character.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't want to like roll something, read it, and you're like, oh, that sounds stupid.
It helped because me and Jeremy, this is kind of our first times through, and Jesse and Jack have been dungeon masters, so they know all about this stuff. So they really, dive deep really into their backgrounds, created what they wanted to do, all that stuff. But the rolling helped me and Jeremy just kind of get us some basic background. Okay, I agree with this. I understand what's going on. Let me just continue forward here. Once we finish with this whole campaign, I think the next time we play, I'll spend a lot more time I'm going to go outside the box with what I normally do and the type of characters I really play with, and I'll go in a background that I'm not normally the kind of characters I play with either. So I think the next game be a whole different type of character I'll make and really spend time creating and not just doing the roles. So, and now that I'm familiar with this Unity, type of thing we're playing instead of the D&D that Jeremy and Jack have done, we're really good.
What do you think of that? The Unity.
I like it. I mean, it's easy enough. Now I've got my hotkeys.
Yeah.
Once I watched the video and the guy kind of explained just a lot of the basics, I was like, okay, I understand. Now I got the maps. I can pull things. I can get around it. I know my way around pretty easily. Find the things. If I have a question about this move or, I need to do this, put on my statuses, effects, stuff like that. I'm pretty comfortable with everything going on with it now. I don't have any issues. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I like it.
I was apprehensive at first whenever I was buying it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. Well, first off, I didn't know if I'd be able to get everybody to commit to it, but that doesn't seem to be a problem. But
I mean, Jack and Justin make some complaints all the time about, this other one's got better stuff, blah blah blah. I'm like,
bro,
I was like, what? It works fine.
I've watched both, and also Roll20 is like double the price. So,
is that the one they use all the time?
Yeah. Well, that's the one that they did. I don't know if they still use it or not, but
I don't know.
I actually, just from watching all these videos, because I did a ton of research. I mean, it was like hundreds of dollars to get into it at first,
And we didn't have to pay for anything.
No, that's the cool part about it.
Yeah.
Which I think on Roll20 it's the same. Like if the dungeon master has all that stuff, then the rest of the players don't have to.
Yeah.
But
I should throw you some money though. Just you spent so much money on this, and we're all enjoying it.
Well, I've wanted us to get started with it mainly, And
hey, I'll buy the pizza today. How's that sound?
Oh, perfect. But like, if we like it, eventually we have other friends that do dungeon master stuff. We could try to get it to where more people can run the program than just me.
Yeah.
And it's not as big of an investment after that anyway.
Okay.
But yeah,
have Jack or Jesse do a dungeon master because they're both familiar.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to do it. That's too much I'm not getting that much into it. That's too much for me.
Yeah, and it takes like when I first got into dungeon mastering, it was at a table, so not software or anything like that. And it was
with the little book up and the wall up thing. I remember that.
Yeah, and it was such a dive for me because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. But it's not like all voice acting. It's all like what you can come up with, and especially like on the fly. Like yeah, because man, I mean everything's written in there. It's line by line. You could follow a story, but that's not the way any of it goes.
And never the stories don't follow lay out in a plan. Like you said, that one group did it. Our run has been probably in a whole different order. We're going to different buildings in different order.
Yeah.
Probably went to the cave at a different time.
You did. At the very beginning, whenever y'all first went, you had the wagon, which I didn't even have to prompt you guys about it. You just said, oh, hey, we got this wagon. Let's take it back. So y'all took it back, and they also didn't have that John character. But,
really? We picked him up and they didn't?
No, I made that for y'all.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Why'd you do that? He was worthless.
John?
Yeah. John Dar?
He's not worthless.
My character thought he was worthless, okay? He's just hid in the background. I was like, what are you doing, John?
He doesn't do a lot. I mean, he's a low-level guy, But he had a heal spell.
We were all low levels.
He had a heal spell.
So he's just a random healer we could have had. He didn't heal anybody. He just put a buff on one character one time. That's all he did.
It's his signature move, man.
What was his signature?
He didn't want to die. It's called like Horizon or something like that, where it adds a D4 to your
damage?
Like, no, not your damage, but like if you roll a D20 and you get a failure, you could add a D4 to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
To try and hit. Okay.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
Hey, I have that. My bardic inspiration. I think it's a D6 I add to him.
Yeah, yours is better.
Yeah.
Sure. But it's just an attack.
Yeah.
And actually, those could stack. So.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine's a bonus. I'm glad you added it. So you went in and you added some bonus stuff. So like I have my Brave and the Hide the Retreat. And I looked at those and I really need to use them. But then my bardic inspiration, because I remember looking at that and I was just like, you sing a song, do stuff, but I didn't know there was an actual move. to add in there where I can buff people, and it's a bonus.
And
I'm pretty sure it's a bonus action, so I can
and it is
just pop it on somebody and
so
they help them out. So that's cool.
That was something that another guy, which I'll credit the guy, he wrote all those codes because they're not actually in Fantasy Grounds.
Okay.
Like they've written as much as they can, basically. I mean, like they've tackled the entire thing, but there's these smaller things like that don't have like role kind of things to them, so they didn't add those. So I went to the DM's Guild, which is a website, and found this guy that had written all that code, and I just added it to it as a module so you could load it, and then you have it as an option.
Yeah, that's
which
awesome.
I added all those things to, like yours and Jeremy's got a lot.
They got that fell something, whatever.
Fell something.
They all have an effect on fell something. F-E-L, because they're elves, so some status they got on them.
Oh yeah.
Fell NV or something like that.
Fae
NV, sorry.
Yeah. And there's the racial traits, class traits, like the stuff you're talking about.
So I got the bonus, and I got lucky on me then, right? Is that something I have to click on, or is it automatic now?
It's not automatic, but I know it's there now.
Oh no, now it's there. I can see it, and I have 3 actions on it if I want to use it. So it is on there. I can read it. And it's an actual
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's great. I like it.
Yeah, because the main thing I was thinking with that, like, it was minimal, the amount that I had to pay for that. It was like a few bucks or something. God knows how much time that guy had to put into that.
Right.
And I wasn't about to do it myself. I was like, I'll give you a few bucks so I don't have to do
something like that and sell for $1 or $2 or whatever. You know, people are gonna be like, hell yeah, thanks, man.
I was like, I'd rather read than do all that crap.
Yeah.
You know, typing in code and yada. Plus, it changed your spells too. So like, so I ended up swapping your spells out from the ones that were in the main character building book.
Did I pick them from somewhere else? How'd I?
No, but he has them coded in there, and now they have like parentheses on them. So if it's like a parentheses and then a B on it, that means bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any of the bonus, so
it's also got like ranges and all kinds of crap on there. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
So just critiquing me wise, what has been like the best thing that I've done
that you've done
in the game, and also the worst?
Well,
in your opinion.
I'll tell you from the first night, because we played 2 nights now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just night over night, we've had maps for everything now, so I really like that because I need some kind of visual. We'll be sitting there talking. At least we got the map for the town, so we know we're moving around. Like, okay, we're in this building. I know where we are. Yeah. I need some visual stuff all the time, so I really like having the maps everywhere. I really like. I feel like it's been. I don't know if you've added in extra, but the difficulty of it. And the amount of, I guess I would say combat, where we're going, getting ambushed. I like how, you know, the one where we're coming out of the cave, we're like, hey, we need to rest. And we had to put up our elf. We had 2 elves to do a watch, and then they rolled 12. I'm like, oh, that's good. You're like, no, it's not good. How do you know it's good? I'm like, how is it not good? The high rolls are good every here. Yeah. Oh, you're getting ambushed. Oh, damn it, Jeremy. And then the bugbear shows up and just downs Jack around. I'm like, all right, I like this. Yeah. This shit's getting real. I don't. Yeah. It's not just an easy walkthrough. It's challenging. People are going down. I'm like, all right. I don't want to. In the cave, I didn't fire my gun as much as I could because I didn't want to alert everybody in the cave, sort of thing. So
I thought that was smart too.
I was doing my whispers because my moves are whisper moves to drive them crazy and make their head explode. Which one hit and blew his head up, so that was cool. I was like, all right, because they're hard to hit.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. And then I messed up that one time because if that one misses and they save, I still do half damage, which is still 3d6s and I can do half, so it's something. It can do some damage. But I like how you've added the maps, the ambushes. You're doing really good at, I wouldn't say explaining it, but just kind of keeping the story going and keeping us moving. Because there's some times where we're just sitting there, we're like, all right, what else do we do in this tavern? Yeah. Like, okay, well, so-and-so has happened over here. Do you guys want to move on and stay here? Do you want to keep investigating? What are your, can give us the option? Okay, let's all go on because we're done investigating. So you help keep the group moving because it depends. I mean, Jack and I don't know. I mean, well, yeah, different. I don't know. Jack seems like he's slow in the beginnings on nights. I don't know if he's distracted but he's not into it until like an hour into it. And then all of a sudden he kind of gets into it more.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? He doesn't. It looks like he's doing something else.
Yeah.
And when you ask him a question, oh, sorry, I was doing something else. I'm like, are you not playing? What the hell are you doing? It's like, Jack, get in the game. All right. Tell that woman you got one night a week you pwn. Okay. Jeez. Get out of here.
Agreed.
Uh,
right?
Two nights a week here, Jack. Come on.
Yeah, shit. Come on.
Come on.
2.
So I think you're doing a good job, man. So
Cool.
I haven't seen a lot of other DMs doing stuff. I mean, you showed me videos of the really, I guess, famous,
super good ones.
good ones. I'm like, why don't you like doing all that like
have
this?
a voice for every single person.
I know, a crazy voice for everything. And
yeah.
like that one you showed me where they're doing the sword and chest and just having a dream.
Yeah.
And
right.
it was like 10 minutes long. I'm like, what the hell? Like, how do they think of all this
That
stuff?
was deep into it, too.
That was deep. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't do that. I mean, I'll have one word answer for stuff, you know? I can't enact 10 minutes worth of this dream of like, it was a bad dream.
Well, I haven't played D&D a ton. I've actually dungeon mastered more than I've played it, but I think that the longer that you spend, and it's going to take us a little while to beat this.
Yeah.
I think probably less time than you might think.
You told me a few months.
Yeah, I think it's going to end up being about 2 months.
Okay. Well, that was when we were going to do 2 weeks and then take a week off and then 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
And we're still trying to maintain every week by just changing the day, you know?
Yeah,
So,
at a week at a time, I think it's going to take us about 2 months.
okay.
Because this story's not incredibly long. Like, if you look at the books in comparison, like, the storybook for this one, I think, is like 70 pages.
Okay.
Compared to, like, Curse of Strahd is, like, 300 pages. It's very long. Yeah.
You want to go from a 7-page to a 300-page story.
70.
Oh, 70. Okay.
70.
Still 300. Okay. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really a lot different. There's just a lot more content. So there's a lot more for me to memorize. But one thing that does help me that I was going to point out to you and Jeremy in particular, I mean, I think that Jesse and Jack realize this, but whenever you're like ending the session, me knowing what your next move is helps me a ton. So like if I say, okay, I think this is a good time to pause, that's a time for you guys to like discuss what it is that you're thinking about doing
Okay.
next time. Because, I mean, and you kind of did this time.
Well, we told we wanted to go to the Red Brand's, the Sleeping Giant. We're like, all right, this would be a good place to pause.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy was tired anyways. You could see him fading off, so.
Yeah, it sucks for him because it's later.
1 hour. I mean, come on. Shit. I stay up another 3 hours past what he gets off.
Come on, Jeremy.
God, get some balls, man. Like, you don't even have kids. I mean, dude, come on.
Right.
But, yeah, no, okay, that's fine. You say it's time to end it. This is what we're going to be doing then. Okay, that's fine with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just, something to think about. Mm-hmm. And also, I was going to point this out to both of you, and I hope that Jesse and Jack know this. And you were kind of talking about the goblins were not that tough.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything else in this.
It's tougher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all are like at the brink of breaking through average to hard. So,
okay. So like the orcs are going to be harder. Red Brand's going to be harder.
The Red Brands are going to be tough.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say like orcs.
I haven't fought any orcs ever, so I don't know.
Orcs are badass.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're like, what, 50 XP from leveling or something? You said you were talking about just giving it to us, and then we'll be level
I'm just going to give it
3s, I think.
Yeah.
So we could do that? All right.
Because mainly, the main reason why I'm going to do it, I would have just held on, but it takes a little while for you guys to, like,
level up,
decide what you're doing. And I don't want to pause the game.
We can do that off game, you know, and just figure out, because I already went through that. I was like, I already know what I'm doing. I'm ready to level.
Yeah.
I'm going hunter level 2. I know the 2 spells I'm picking.
Yeah.
I know where I'm doing my fighting style. I already know everything that's going.
It's really not going to affect you anyway. I mean, like, the difference between a level 2 and a level 3 from what you're going to do next, I might not award you experience on the next thing that you do to compensate for the amount that I'm going to grant.
Okay, so you're going to grant us more than 50 XP? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying, well, we're only 50 for the level, so.
I mean, I might just, like, place that in. Not that you had completed it, but it's there, so you're done and you're leveled.
Otherwise, we'd have to do, if we go do the next combat, wherever it could be, and then we'd have to spend time to level our character. You know, that could take a while rather than just already having it done and going through and just play through the whole thing, award the experience, and say, hey, this is what you got from fighting red brands or wherever we're going, orcs, whatever we decide on.
Yeah.
Have it kind of done beforehand. So that'd be helpful. I mean, just because we only have so much time in the night, and it seems to be that our play nights, the starting time is getting delayed. You know, my kids were giving me crazy heck, and yours were too. I was like, all right, good. I need a half an hour delay because this, and then we get there and Jack's not even getting on till later, which I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He gets off work at 3:30 and somehow still needs 5 hours to make it onto the computer.
Yeah, last time it was mainly me doing the delay, but you know, as long as we get like 3 hours in, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to keep that pace.
Yeah.
With the story and stuff, because there are a lot of cool things that can happen in this one, and I'm looking forward to y'all getting through it because it's pretty.
Oh
neat.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Because I mean, we got on the horizon, we got that orc bounty to go take on some orcs, and red brands. You know, go check out that manor. So I'm like, all right, something different than goblins because it's all I've seen. You know.
Oh no, you've only done like 2 low-level things.
Engagements, yeah. So
yeah.
I'm ready. I'm excited. Ready to shoot somebody. I got some charms for humans. You know, I got a charm. If I level up, I'm gonna have a charm for animals. So.
Man, I've had so many ideas brewing around in my brain too. It was stuff to like throw in there because I mean everything's pre-written, but in the end it's like my story, so I can like add all kinds of crazy shit to it.
Add it all, man.
I'm doing it. Don't worry. I've already changed stuff up. And...
I want to get those gun materials and upgrade my gun. So
that's new. That's something I added.
Really? To be able to upgrade my gun? So I mean, I didn't know if this was just going to be that people are going to get better drops, and that's how they get a better weapon, or if they can upgrade the weapons they have.
It's both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing there's not any better gun drops. That's why you're giving their upgrades.
Kinda, but I also wanted this to be like, and I mean, it hasn't completely finished that deal, but like gun-wise, there's not a lot to pick from in the pre-made inventory.
I got a Mithril gun right now. You know how good that shit is?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
That's pretty good. But yeah, like I've already thought of things that I want to do to make yours more like customized to your character. Yeah. Not so much that it's like just a better gun, but I want it to be something that's like tied to your guy.
Okay.
So I know that might not make a lot of sense, but
well, I'm trying to what's better? I mean, is it gonna have more range, better accuracy, more damage? What else can you do to a gun?
It's not all about stats.
Okay, so what can be added to a gun to help my character?
I don't know.
I'm curious.
Maybe that's something to think about.
I don't know. From everything I've played with guns before in previous games, I don't know what attachments you could do to guns that will relate more to the character.
Well, you know, whenever you look at like magical items,
can it become magical?
Sure,
okay.
It could.
Because in the game I'm talking about, there were stone guns that could petrify them. There were ice guns that could do ice damage and have a chance of freezing or slowing. You know, fire guns, lightning bolt guns. There was all kinds of magical guns in the game.
There's all kinds of shit
I've seen before.
So
I didn't know that was a possibility here.
The sky's the limit because it's all imagination. You know?
Well, hey, okay, never mind. I was reading through the skills. Okay, a hunter move is what was it? It was I don't know if it was entanglement or something like that. But it's like I shoot your weapon, and then this has a chance. Once the weapon damages them, that some extra spikes come out of the weapon and ensnares them to the ground. So I was like, cool. It's like extra damage and it ensnares them for like I don't know if it gave me time limit or it was like 2 turns or whatever. I was like, oh, cool, man. I can ensnare them with a shot right here.
That sounds cool.
So
yeah.
I was going to pick that one.
Yeah.
As a move.
So lower level?
No, it's like a level 1 hunter move. I haven't got any hunter spells yet.
Oh.
So like imbues my gunshot, and you do it after you hit. So it's like, once you hit, you can put this, additional onto this. Bam, your gun fires out spikes again after that, and then snares them as well. So I'll have to read it again. But it was like once you've hit move, then you can cast this move on top of it.
Oh, okay.
Which ensnares him and does more damage. I was like, kind of like Jack's Boon Blade or whatever he's got on thing. But he does that first, kind of imbues it. This is an after it's hit move.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's a reaction or whatever you'd call it. But
that's pretty cool.
yeah. So yeah, that was going to be my 2 hunter moves I pick up. I was going to pick up that one and the animal companionship, which is animal charm. I was like, I can charm people, humans, and animals. Making the mediator,
with those
man.
wolves, man.
Making the mediator. I know. I really wanted to talk to them wolves, and let them go. I was going to feed them and then let them go or something, see if they'd help.
I remember you saying that.
And then they just wanted to keep going and moving on. I was like, whatever, I guess let's just forget about the wolves.
Fuck, whatever. They'll just starve in this fucking cave and
we
die.
left them there to starve, tied up, and die.
There's no goblins in there to feed them.
I know. I was like, let's give them some food, and while they're eating, untie them and then leave, and they'll remember us. Maybe they show up sometime later in the story to help us when we least expected and most needed it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
could have been some Game of Thrones shit.
I digress. Yeah, right?
So, out of thinking of playing D&D, and I'll finish it up with this basically, I guess. What are you anticipating the most? Like, what's your foe of choice that you want to fight?
Well, my favorite enemy is undead at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, undead. Okay. I want to fight some undead. I know we got some orcs coming up. Definitely, there's gonna be some humans around on the horizon. I want to see something else. Maybe some giants. I don't know if there's in this. I have no idea. But I want to see some undead. Maybe some giants. I want to see one big kind of boss thing that's coming at us. Like, oh, fuck. And that's what I was kind of expecting. The one shot we did that one time. When we got to that last room, I was expecting like a one big kind of boss guy. And it was the bugbear, which he's a bigger dude, but he's still a goblin. I was like, man, I want like a giant rolling up here. Like, it's only him. We got nothing else to fight because he's already so badass. And he's going to come up and if he hits you, it's a one shot sort of thing. But he's got a lower chance to hit, but I want maybe some giants, some bigger, or some dragons. I want some bigger creatures, some nasty stuff besides goblins. So
okay.
I hope they're coming.
That bugbear also crushed Fighter Bro into a nice bloody puddle.
I know. I'm saying both times we fought a bugbear, that Morning Star has downed one of our guys. It both times got a crit roll. That person was down. I was like, "Ooh, shit!" So seeing that, that has made me not want to make a fighter character.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, you're up there taking all the hits.
Yeah, for sure.
I like being back there with my gun and talking shit with my little whisper moves, but I can get up there with my short sword shield if I need to. But I have a dedicated fighter. I guess they all have ranged weapons too, but I've been kind of like, do I want to make that? But we'll see. I don't know. I've already got an idea for the next kind of character I want to make, which I said I was going to go out of the box, but this might go right back into my box. But I really want to make this. It'd be cool because I was reading through their moves one night with Jack and just kind of going through because we're talking about his. I know I'm getting off topic again, but there's a lot of shit to D&D and it's pretty cool. Yeah. I've been getting into it with Jack, reading through stuff. When we were trying to make his Thunder God type of Holy Swordsman, I was reading this other type of character that I really wanted to make. I was like, wow, this would be cool. And he's like, yeah, it'd be good. And so I think, I'm not going to say what it is, but I think I might make that next time. Right. Then maybe the third time we run through something, I'll go out of the box. So
yeah, next year.
Yeah, I want to see all kinds of crazy stuff. Dragons, giants, man. Oh, big things, undead. I want to get out there, not just fighting goblins.
Grandiose kind of enemy.
Yeah.
There's some in this campaign.
I was saying, we can be walking through the woods anywhere and just come across some fucking undead or some pixies or something.
Y'all keep rolling 12s.
I know.
Never know what the fuck's going to happen.
Okay, cool. At that rate, I always want to rest in the woods then, and no more inns for us.
No more inns.
No more inns.
All woods.
We're all resting in the woods every time. So I'm having a great time, man. I'm really liking it.
Good. I'm glad because it's a lot of work, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun for me.
Yeah.
Because I I like using that.
Well, I think
Creative
that the
side.
next game we play, either Jack or Jesse should DM and not you, so you can play too. You know.
That would be fun. I mean, I'd like that because I like playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one thing. I know the whole story. You know, I know kind of what's going to happen.
Okay.
In the grand scheme. Because,
so do you want to DM if we're going to do the Curse of Strahd next, do you want to do that one and then the next one have somebody else DM saying, hey, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That would give you a chance so you can play too, you know, and that way you're not having to DM every time.
The thing about Curse of Strahd, and the reason why I want to do that one is I've read books about Strahd. I really like his character in general. I've also read most of the book, the adventure book. But it's like a gothic horror type adventure, and I feel like I'd be good at that.
Okay.
Like creating that world.
Okay. Hey,
so yeah, I'm
excited. I'm ready.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun.
And I've got a character in mind.
Good. Well, especially in that one, like that's a really really hard campaign. So death is common.
So that's a great one to build the fighters. What you're saying, huh? Because that's what I'm thinking.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Because I'm definitely going full-fledged fighter in this one.
Yeah. Well, I'll end our campaign bit about that. So if you're tuning in, make sure you check out our episodes of our campaign. Mm-hmm. We got Barel over here chatting it up, doing his thing.
AKA PSO, baby.
That's right. That's right. Bringing it back. But yeah, we'll have episodes on probably once a week. If I'm too busy, it'll be every 2 weeks, but I'd count on once a week. As always, it's Nerd's Eye View. It's good seeing you. We'll be back.